been working on me, man, since I was born. And don't forget, man. I represent Jesus Christ.
What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Tony. Man, I'm back again. Oh, man, we back on this prison thing again, y'all. I'm going to show y'all some footage about certain aspects of prison life, whether it's in the California prison system, whether it's in a southern state prison system, whether it's in a northern, Midwest, wherever. Prison is prison. I preach over and over and over about not going, trying to tell the youngsters not to go. Now, I'm knowing not all going to listen to me, you know what I'm saying? But the one or two that I can reach, then I've done my job. I'm going to reach them. Prison is not what people have probably got out and made you believe it is. They've given you all these glamorous stories about how they was in there doing this, doing that, how they was this and that. And they making y'all think that they was in there being Tarzan. And 9 times out of 10, they might have been in there being Jane. You know, they lying to you, man. As I always say, I'm trying to hip you before they ship you. Warning come before destruction. And if you listen to this video and you've never been to prison, this is a warning. Them dudes in there that you think might be your partners, no. Because a lot of them going off drugs. A lot of them will sell you to the highest bidder if they can. And you go in there and let's say you're a rider, you down. So here it is. Now you got the heart of a lion. But it's a catch-22, partner. Man, you danged if you do, and you danged if you don't. Because if you don't, then you will become somebody's property. You will become prey. But if you do, now you go hurt somebody because they approached you the wrong way, and now you go be in there exponentially longer than what you had to be. Now you can change a 5-year sentence into a 25-year sentence. You can change a 25 into life from there on to never going home. Because you ain't no sucker, you ain't no buster, you ain't no mark. You ain't finna let nobody push up on you the wrong way and you ain't gonna react. So now, and you will be pushed up on sometimes. A lot of times, most of the time. Now you got to react. Excuse me. Now you got to react. So it's a two-edged sword, you know. But we gonna go over some things, y'all. We gonna go over some things, and just you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna give commentary on it, and we just gonna go from there, you know. We just gonna go from there. Just check it.
It's where everyone is tough. Inside, there are only 2 types of inmates: the ones who live like kings and the ones who get preyed upon. The price isn't just time; it's dignity. It's your mind, and in some cases, it's your life. What you're about to see is the invisible economy that runs the block. This video is the blueprint. Whether you're on the block, scared of the block, or just trying to understand the block, you need to know the real currency of prison: power, debt, and sex. Most people only see the fights. They miss the silent transactions, the psychological games, and the corruption that makes it all possible. You're gonna learn what 99% of people completely miss. Stay locked in, because by the end of this, you'll understand why the walls don't keep the bad guys out, they just concentrate the power. Now let's talk about the first piece of the puzzle, yet not often talked about: the guards.
Every time you see me fucking with a CO, man, I don't fuck with CO, man. COs ain't low, man.
You might think they're there to keep order? Wrong. They're there to run the business. The prison economy doesn't work without them.
We hit him with this thing called the face. He was on the ground. You hit him again. He was already down. I'm standing in the door. Watch him dragging out by his feet. His face on the ground, it's leaving a trail of blood all the way out the door.
Here's how it's.
Now that dude that you seen right there, I know him very well. Did a lot of time with that dude in the Alabama prison system. And the dude that he's talking about, Robert Earl, I know him very well. Been in lockup with him several times, a rider. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them militant type dudes that the police wanted to unalive. They want to unalive, and they tried to, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a man. He stood up about what he figured was right and was wrong. And them police in there, they don't like that. When they dealing with a real live Hannibal up in there, a Nat Turner, if they can't set you up to where other inmates will take your life, they will try to. They will put you in lockup, hide you where can't nobody else see, and they will run in there and they will take your life, man. And then put you in a noose and then tell your family, oh, well, he hung himself. Or he did this and that. I know that dude very well, man. Very well. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
Darts. A new guy comes in scared. He's got no connections, no protection. A guard pulls him aside, real friendly like. You look like you could use a little help, he says. I can make sure you get through this in one piece. But that help comes with a price tag. It starts small, a favor, a message passed along. Then it becomes a debt. And in prison, debt is the only thing that's guaranteed to grow. I remember one kid, they had him smuggling drugs from the laundry room. Then it became phones from the toilet. Then it became holding a shank for a shot caller. Within 3 months, he owed so much debt he was cooking food for half the tier. And worst of all, he got turned out and eventually became what they call a prison bitch. The debt starts small and grows faster than anything you ever seen. The guards control the flow of everything. Cell phones, drugs, weapons, even extra food from the kitchen. They're the delivery system. They look the other way for the right price. But here's the catch. If you can't pay, they don't just stop helping you. They make you a target. They'll accidentally leave your cell door unlocked. They'll misplace a package some other inmate was supposed to get from his family. Then they'll call you a thief for that. Rest is going to history.
Now y'all hear that? They talking about the guards. Not the other inmates or convicts, whatever you want to call them. They talk about the guards. The game is cold. Where you think the people in there that get paid are supposed to protect you, no, they're not protecting you. They're going to feed you to the wolves. You think of the inmates in there running store. No, you got police in there with stores around the whole prison bigger than what the inmates have. And they are extorting inmates. You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't want to pay, if you borrow from the police and don't want to pay the police back, they gonna set you up. They gonna lie on you. They gonna, like you say, leave your door open so the inmates that are on their payroll can run in there and take your life. Yeah. Can't trust it, man. The guards are way more crookeder than the inmates. You have no help coming from that aspect. So, you got to get savage. You got to get to the point to where you're willing to do whatever. And if that's taking another man's life and spending the rest of your life in there, then so be it. It's a cold cycle, round and round and round, y'all. So the best thing to do is not go in there. Don't go in there. And then we get to the drug aspect. I've been telling y'all about when dudes get drugged out on them drugs. K2 and everything else up in there, man. You don't know what they'll do. They'll do anything. You might not have seen them in 10 years and come to prison. They in there drugged out. They are not the same people that they were on the street when y'all was running the streets back in the day, man. They have changed. They have transformed. They have turned into mum-ra up in there and don't care nothing about you. They have no loyalty to you no more. They have no allegiance, no nothing. They will do anything to get the next hit, and that's even turning on you, selling you out. So let's get into this drug aspect of it, y'all. Let's check it out.
This creates a permanent cycle. You owe the guards, so you have to do things that make you owe the gang leaders. And you owe the gang leaders, so you have to keep the guards happy. It's a trap with no exit.
$500 for my sister out, bro. That's it. That's all I had seen from you. What you mean that I ain't never been had no money, bro? No, my hoe. I said my hoe, my female, Maria. What you want? Hey, what you want me to do, G? What you want me to do? Hey, G, what you want me to do, G?
You're not serving a sentence anymore. You're serving the system. The real punishment isn't the time. It's the interest on the debt you can never pay off. Which brings me to the real currency they're pushing harder than anything else. If corruption is the engine, then K2 is the fuel. This ain't your cousin's weed. This is chemical warfare designed to break a man's mind when he's at his most vulnerable. Watch this one.
As we stand here, may he rest.
Now, he's not unalive, y'all. He's just high. He's super
Think
high.
about the environment. You're alone. You're scared. Your family isn't returning your calls.
In this bullshit ass motherfucking hellhole. 25 straight, baby.
How long you got left?
Oh man, forever and ever, baby. Till the spice run out, nigga. Give me some of that. All I do is smoke, nigga. You ask me what all I do is smoke, nigga. I smoke niggas and kill niggas. Smoke niggas and smoke niggas.
What you down for?
Oh man, murder, man. Murder was a case that I lost. You hear me? Non-stop, baby. But that's all I want to do, nigga. I ain't gonna kill a nigga and spill, nigga. I smoke spice, nigga, and kill nigga. That's my shit.
You smoke spice? I heard about.
Now you see him. Now that's the type of dude that he got hard, but he's gone off of those drugs. And that's a bad combination. You got a dude in there that's willing to take your life, and he's a part of an organization, but he's gone off of those drugs. So eventually he's going to crash out, because when he get to the point where he can't get the drugs, he gonna be willing to do any and everything to get his hands on the drug. And you don't know how far that'll go, to the point where if he think you got it and he gotta do something to you to come get it, then he might come. But it can go any direction. These dudes never know with these dudes, man, which direction they gonna go in when they get drugged out. See, when I was in prison, like I said, I didn't have that habit. Luckily, God blessed me with not caring about no alcohol or no drugs. These are the type of dudes I would pay them to go do my dirty work for me. Whether they was what I was, or whether they was a part of a different group, it didn't make no difference. If you got the money, you got the power. You got the drug, you got the power. And you were able to slip behind the scenes, pay them to go do this, and this, and they would handle it. Like I told you before, I had hitmen in prison that was Bloods. I had hitmen in prison that was Disciples. I had hitmen in prison that was Vice Lords, that was doing my bidding, but because at one time I had the drugs and the power. You know what I'm saying? It's a cold cycle, y'all. Let's see the rest.
That shit, man. I heard about the spice, right? Yeah. I heard niggas is like really getting fucked over off of it though.
Oh man, look, check it out, right? This shit is called put down in here, man. This shit take your ass to a whole nother level, huh? You know what I'm saying? But I just can't stop, right?
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm a killer all over again, you know what I'm saying?
Every time.
Man, I'll be looking for bodies, man. Talking about body counts, baby. But what I can tell you though, for those that don't know what's really going on, oh, it puts you down, baby.
Yeah.
It sends you out, baby. Look, this is all you really need to do. All you really need to do is obtain a vape box. They call these vape boxes, baby. These ain't like...
Why they call that? Let's get a little closer.
So, you know, we get a little bar this, you know.
Hold on, wait, let me see it. Hold it up.
You get the general idea, okay? It's just a little concoction, man, with a couple of batteries in it, man, with a little wire, man, to touch it. To bring it to life.
Yeah.
You know, bring fire to the light.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about?
And then what?
So all you doing is it's just pure smoke going straight to the brain, bro. I don't know what it is, man. I don't really
Just do it for it. Just do it for it. You got some right now?
Man, I got a little bit right now. I'm gonna give you a little shot, man. I'm gonna give you a little taste of what you see the smoke, man. The smoke come up like that. And he only like that. Let the old kid know. You alright? Oh shit. Shit. Oh. Shit, nah, B, just thinking. Listen, boss. That was too much, Five. That was too much. Just calm down. Calm down. You alright?
The effects are brutal. I've seen men strip naked and start kicking themselves because they think bugs are crawling under their skin. I've seen guys have seizures so violent they bite through their own tongue. I've seen them vomiting, oh my God. And the worst part? They wake up the next day and don't even remember it. They just feel that emptiness again.
Still be doing this motherfucker on the head, That's great. That's, you call it great speaking. That's great speaking. That's that thing, boy. I tell you, boy. You good, G?
One time I saw this big dude, looked like he could bench press a car. Had a seizure so bad he bit through his own tongue. Woke up in medical with no memory of it. And you know what he asked for when he came to consciousness? More. More of what? More of what you thinking.
K2. Look out, K2.
The very thing that destroyed them becomes the only thing they think can save them. This isn't an accident. It's a business model. The loneliness is the product. The drug is the solution they sell you. They create the problem and then charge you for the fix. It's psychological destruction on an assembly line. The users aren't customers, they're victims. Their addiction becomes a control mechanism for everyone else. They'll do anything, rat on anyone just to get their next hit. Watch this one.
Yo, I'll get some commissary tomorrow, man.
Oh, you gonna give me some commissary?
Yeah, for helping me too, Draco. I'm gonna give you something for helping me too, man.
Okay. So what you trying to do?
I'm just trying to get a piece, Draco.
A little piece?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
He doesn't give me none, man. Will, he doesn't give me nothing, Will.
He don't give you none?
No.
Don't nobody give you nothing?
No, not really.
Bro, they running around here sucking dick now, kind of eating ass for pieces. They got here doing the most for you, know it.
I can't do it, Draco. I'm sorry.
Keep your dignity then, white chocolate. You say you want to rush?
I gotta move around on that one.
That's where the real power lies. It's not in the muscle, it's in the mind. And once your mind is broken, your body is just property waiting for an owner. Now here's where this nightmare gets personal. This is what happens when you become property.
Fuck nigga passion, man. This how they do up in this. This how they do it.
So what does it look like when you become property? It doesn't start with a fight. It starts with a...
You heard what he said? Some of them dudes in there get so strung out that they become property. And he ain't lying. When I told you, like in the Alabama system, in West Jefferson, I told you 95% of them dudes that are gay in there, they don't come in gay. A lot of them came as gangsters because they got strung out on them drugs in prison. They lost their dignity, and that made them lose their manhood. Because of their drug addiction, they got to the point to where they would do anything to get that drug in their system. All the way down to the point to where now they wearing panties. Now they wearing fishnet skirts. Now they done put the prison fake towel on their head to make it seem like they got wigs on. That's how weak they are. And that drug made them that weak. So I'm trying to tell you youngsters, man, is that the environment that y'all want to go to? Is that the people that you want to be around? Because now some of them All of them don't turn into girls. Some of them turn into vicious animals to where they so gone on drugs, you could just be sitting there looking at TV, man, and in they mind, the drugs done told them that you looking at them, that you gonna do something to them, and they better do something to you first. And you might be sitting there and they come run the knife this long all the way through your neck. And you have never even spoke to this person a day in your life. But that's the type of environment that you are going to be in if you take your young, stupid butt in them prisons, man. In them prisons. That's why I tell you, a lot of y'all partners that come out them prisons with their chest poked out, and they talking, like I said, they talking like they was Tarzan up in there. Man, a lot of them lying. A lot of them was Jane. They was Jane up in there. You got dudes coming out of prison, man, that's talking to y'all sisters, y'all aunties, y'all mamas, and this and that, not knowing when they was behind them walls, they was the girl. Now they out here with your family, your female family members. Hey, man, it's a cold world out here, man. Let's look at the rest.
A predator can spot weak guard. They see the guy who walks with his head down, who flinches at loud noises. That's the target. The first step is always extortion. You owe me for protection you didn't ask for. The price starts with your commissary, your snacks, your phone time. Then it's your food tray. Then it's you doing their laundry, cleaning their cell. You think it's just chores. I can handle this. But you're wrong. Every task is another link in the chain. You're being trained. Then comes the real test. They'll ask you to hold something, a shank, some drugs. Now you're involved. If you say no, they beat you. If you say yes, you're an accomplice. There's no winning move. That's the point. The abuse, especially the sexual stuff, isn't about desire. Let's be clear. It's about power. It's a demonstration. It's them showing everyone on the tier that they own you. Your body is just the billboard for their message. Your dignity is the currency they spend to buy more respect. And this clip lays it bare.
I got my guy, the booty bandit right here, man.
This my white slave, bros. I mean, you take this booty nigga. Oh, hey, listen, I'm not involved in that. This is my main victim. She's strong.
You become a warning to others. You're living proof of what happens when you can't pay your debts. The weak inmate isn't just a victim, he's a lesson. And the lesson is simple. You either find a way to get power, or you become the price someone else pays to get it.
No, but you ain't on no motherfucking cell phone. You that quick trick, whatever the fuck it is. Y'all can't FaceTime shit. I was there doing the strip.
And then?
Don't put me on there.
And then?
Now that's a girl right there, y'all.
But while that's happening, there's a whole different world operating on the same tier. The prison kings. These are the gang leaders, the shot callers. They live in a different reality. Their cells are like mini apartments, flat screen TVs, gaming consoles, gourmet food smuggled in from the outside. They've got guys who are their full-time cooks, cleaners, bodyguards. They never have to stand in line. They never have to worry about being extorted. Why? Because they are the extortion. Watch this one.
I don't know if y'all can tell the difference, but cleaned up, straightened up, got everything together, got my life together, you know.
Now you hear what they saying? You hear what he's saying? They prison kings, or whatever that's the word he chose to use. Basically, what he's speaking on is dudes that are in there that got a lot of respect, whether they Crip, Blood, Disciple, Vice Lord, whether they a Mo, whether they Muslim, whatever group that's in there that they might be a part of, they at the tip top of the chain of that group. So that means they got a lot of respect. You know what I'm saying? They word hold weight. I understand what he's saying because I was one of them. My word held weight. You know what I'm saying? when it came to that Crip thing in prison. He speaks on those type of dudes the police tend to leave alone because they need them to help try to keep the peace so the prison won't explode. So they'll leave them alone. Excuse me, hold on. So they'll leave them alone because they can keep the peace. Now, one thing that I'm gonna speak on me, I was good at was keeping the peace. Had a lot of little young homies, little young Crips that was running around that kept getting into stuff. Always getting, youngsters gonna always get into stuff. They gonna get into it with other groups, and it's 9 times out of 10, if you don't have nobody there with something to think with, it's gonna blow up. And I was pretty good at keeping the peace. Where if a problem would happen, and it was gonna come back to me if Crips was involved. And when I get on the scene, I want to hear what both parties had to say. Okay, what happened? What did you say happened? It's 3 sides to every story. It's going to be his side, then it's going to be the truth. You got to have good enough discernment to listen to everything and be able to cipher through the BS and get to what the real problem was. Now, if it was a problem to where my little people was in the wrong, I would straighten it out. It was a lot of times where sometimes my people done borrow stuff from other groups, which I told them that's a no-no, but they would do it. And they couldn't pay it back. So now the other group want to do something to one of my little people, which of course we couldn't have that. So what I would do, I was like, well, what he owe you? Or what do they owe you? Okay, with me having a store and having money, I would pay it back to them just to keep the folk down, and the debt would come to me. Now my little people owe me, and I would let them pay me back the best way they could, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to take a long time. Whenever you get it, pay it back, pay it back. And a lot of times I probably wouldn't get it back. But I'd rather do that than, have to go to war with another group, get in a riot, and go through all this so crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And the police, if they know that you're pretty good at keeping the peace, they're not going to mess with you too much unless you just get completely out of hand yourself, and they got to get rid of you too. But now, let's keep going.
Their power comes from the same economy that destroys the weak. They control the drug flow. They finance the debts. The guards don't mess with them because they're too valuable. A riot is bad for business, and the kings keep the peace as long as their business isn't interrupted. Their luxury is bought and paid for by the suffering underneath them. For example,
this right here is prison K2, y'all. This whole piece of paper, K2. Each square that I can make up here is $1.
The real sentence isn't the time. It's what happens to your humanity inside. If you watch till here, like the video so this message will reach out to more people who might end up behind bars.
Alright, y'all know what's going on. This is Blue Jay. I really ain't want to do no shit like this up and down, but fuck it. Let y'all feel some of this pain, you know? You be tripping every time you pop a pill, man. It's like you have you on straight demons.
Okay, that was a little youngster rapping. You're gonna see that a lot in there. Them little youngsters, they like to rap. But yeah, and that's just kind of like scraping the paint of some of the stuff that you go through when you in that prison, man. The best thing I can tell you over and over and over, so you don't have to experience. Did you see how nasty some of the places look? People sleeping on the floor out on the tier. They sleeping on the floor in the day room. There's no security, man. The police don't care about none what you going through, none of that. They gonna come in, pick the body up after it's done, and drag it on out and keep on going. So like I say, even if you a hardcore type dude, it's still a two-edged sword because, like I say, with you having the heart that you may have, Now, somebody push up on you the wrong way. You gonna do something to them. Okay, you handled your business. Ooh-wee. But guess what? Now you not going home when you were supposed to. You gonna turn a few years into a life sentence. I've been there, seen them do it over and over and over. I've seen dudes come in with 3 years. Next thing you know, it's 25, 30 years later, and they still in prison, still not going nowhere. So who lose? You still lose. You still lose, man. Then you got those who don't have a heart. They gonna turn into a girl. Their whole humanity has been sacrificed. Their whole manhood is gone, man. You know, their dignity is in the toilet. They a girl. Hey, man, it's a lose-lose situation in there to me. You know, lose-lose situation. So I tell you, man, look, do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing while you can, man. Stay from out of there. Go to work. Go get you a job. That way you, for instance, at right around this time, now I don't celebrate no Thanksgiving type stuff. Y'all know me. I don't celebrate no pagan American holidays. But for y'all who do, here it is. It's Thanksgiving time. You at home with your wife, your kids, your mother, your father, your sister, your brothers, your girlfriend, whoever. You eating what you want to eat. Imagine what they sitting in prison eating right now. They sitting around a bunch of drug head dudes that's running around half naked, vomiting all over the place, and you getting a piece of old turkey that's about this, a turkey patty at that. You ain't getting no big piece of turkey. You're getting a turkey patty. A beat up piece of cake, man, ain't no bigger than your thumbnail. Look like it been stepped on. The rest of it's got some cold corn. And you got to eat it real fast and get on up out of there, man. If that's the life you want to lead, then keep doing what you're doing out there in them streets, man. Keep doing what you're doing. God bless me to make it through and come home and never have to go back through that. So for y'all who don't have to go through it, stop. I had to do almost 40 years of my life in that type of environment. I ain't giving them no more. But if you want to go in there and give them some of your life, that's on you. I'm trying to hip you before they ship you, man. Hey, man, it's me. Tell the people that you love them. And it's me, man, your partner, Big Tony, man, and I represent Jesus Christ. Give your life to God, man, before it's too late. I'm out, y'all. Peace.